Hi guys. This video is a part 2 to my K-pop guide video. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, I suggest you do. You can find this video by clicking on the white block in your top right corner or click the link in the description. Again, I don't want to spread any misinformation, so if I get something wrong, please inform me in the comments. Now let's get into this video. Comebacks and albums. When an idol or group releases a new song, it is called a comeback. These comebacks happen all the time. Some groups come back very often, and others barely. Normally, groups and idols come back 2 to 3 times each year. A comeback has a concept. This can basically be described as a theme for the song and music video. There are many concepts, like sexy concepts, cute concepts, teen crush, girl crush, dark concepts, bright concepts, retro, sad, tropical, fairy, you name it. Sometimes groups are known to have many different concepts, while other artists stick to only one concept. The first things that happen when an idol or group is about to come back are teasers and spoilers. These are meant to make fans excited for the comeback, and word of the comeback can go around, so that more people will eventually check it out. Teasers are basically short clips that give small hints as to what the concept will be. These can be teasers for the song, the music video or the album. Spoilers are mostly given by members of the group themselves, giving fans small little hints about the comeback. Then the day of the comeback comes and the music video and album will be released. K-pop music videos are very much about visuals and they are very pretty. Some music videos even have storylines. A group can come back with a full album, a mini album or a single. A single will include only the title track, while a full album and a mini album have more songs. The difference between these two albums is that full album will have about 10 to 20 songs. The mini album mostly has between 2 to 10 songs. All the songs of one artist together is called a discography. After the release of the music video and album, idols will promote the song for 2 or 3 weeks. They will perform them on shows, or go to variety shows, but I will get into those later on. Most groups include a physical album that you can buy, with their comeback. These albums are especially made for fans. You'll get of course the CD, but it also includes a photo book, a lyrics book and photo cards, postcards and sometimes even posters. Photo cards are small little cards, the size of a Polaroid, that will give you a selfie of a random member from the group. Some people try to collect as many of these photo cards as they can get. A comeback in K-pop also includes a choreography, or several of them. These are the dances they also perform on shows. They will often also post a dance practice video on YouTube, for fans to learn dances themselves. Of course, when an idol is in a group, the lines have to be distributed over the members, based on their talents and if they fit the song or not. It often occurs that some members get way more lines than other members, which usually starts fights and quarrels between fans. They often create line distribution videos, to show how many lines each member gets. Unfortunately, a lot of groups are very unknown and come for small companies. Debuts and comebacks are very expensive, because there has to be someone who makes the song, the music video, the stylists have to be paid, promoting and advertising is also very expensive. A lot of companies don't have this money. In order for the group to still have a comeback, fans will start crowdfunding. With this they basically raise money in order for the group to be able to make a comeback. Promotions and awards. When an idol or group has made their comeback, they can start promoting. They will make their comeback stage on M Countdown, Inkageo, The Show, Show Champion, Music Bank, Show Music Core and Pops and Soul. On these shows, the artists will perform their title tracks and sometimes also other songs. Because a lot of idols make comebacks at the same time, they are competing against each other. The winner can be determined by the number of streams, album sales, votes, digital sales, downloads, music video views and streams. The winner of the show gets an encore stage, where they always sing live, interact with fans and sometimes also do fun activities. Records and streams are very important for the end of the year or the beginning of the new year. This period of time is known as award season, where big awards will be given to K-pop artists. The award shows in this time are the Golden Disc Awards, GA on Charts Music Awards, Notation Music Awards, also known as Mama, Melon Music Awards, Soul Music Awards and a few more. On these shows, idols of all different groups and companies will come together to perform their best songs of the year and maybe previous years and also maybe collect some awards, based on their performance and popularity throughout the years. The 3 biggest award shows are Mama, Golden Disc Awards and Net Music Awards. For many artists, it is a big deal to win anything on these shows. These prizes include Artist of the Year, Album of the Year, Song of the Year and Rookie of the Year. The highest award an artist can receive is called a Daesang. Some groups that have won Daesang are Girls' Generation, Wonder Girls, Big Bang, Super Junior, EXO and BTS. Each year 12 groups will be nominated for the Daesang. But the nominated groups that don't win collect Bonsang. Shows and temporary groups. There are many different shows in K-pop. These shows can be survival shows as well as variety shows. Most of the time, survival shows collect trainees from different companies, or all from the same company to create a group. Groups like Twice, Stray Kids, Fromus9 and ICE1 were created this way. The difference between these groups is that some are permanent and others are temporary. Permanent means that they will be promoting as a regular group. A temporary group will, on the other side, not promote as a regular group. In fact, the date of their disbandment is already known from the very beginning and they will promote until that date. Mnet's produced shows are known for making these kinds of groups. They had Produce 101, that created IOI, which promoted for 1 year, Produce 101 Season 2, where 101 was created. They promoted for a little longer than a year. Season 3 was called Produce 48. The group that came out was ICE1, they are in the midst of promoting for 2.5 years and the last season was Produce X101, which created X1. They were supposed to promote for 5 years, but they disbanded earlier due to scandals surrounding the shows and Mnet, which is the company that created these shows. The purpose of these types of shows is to follow the journey of your idol becoming an idol and for the participants to get recognition. There's also variety shows, which are basically shows of idols doing things, for the fans to watch. Popular variety shows are Idol Room and Weekly Idol, where idols are being interviewed in a fun way and play games, with every week a new idol or group. These shows are a fun way to learn new idols or learn more about your current faves. Groups themselves can also produce variety shows as well. An example of this is Run BTS or Blackpink Diaries, where the members will do fun activities while being filmed. Other ways to get to know idols better is by watching VLive. VLive is a platform where idols can go live to chat with fans, or show what they are currently doing. It is a good way to interact with your idol yourself. Or the company of a group produces a small YouTube series. This is not really a variety show, but more vlogs by your idols. In these vlogs they will take you behind the scenes of music video shootings or behind the stage on award shows. Fans and fandoms. When groups get popular, they create a fan base. A fan base is basically a group of people who all support the same artists. Most of the time, these fan bases have names. For example, BTS fans are called ARMYs, Blackpink fans Blinks and EXO fans EXO-Ls. These fans can also be called stans, when they love one group so much, they know almost everything. There are a lot of different types of fans. For example, some K-pop fans refer to themselves as multi-stans. This basically means fans that stan more than one single artist. Most K-pop fans are multi-stans, as there are too many K-pop groups to only like one. There's also solo stans. These people stan only one person in a group and want them to go solo. Some of these fans, not all, bring down the other members in the group to praise the idol that they stan. There are a lot of good and normal K-pop fans, but the fandom also includes some people that take being a fan to an extreme level. So, we have Kpop fans. Most of the time this is a phase, where a person is so obsessed with South Korea and its culture, that they will go to extreme levels to look, sound and speak Korean. Most of the times they are also obsessed with K-pop and wish to be dating their favorite idol. Kpopers talk Korean, or they use random Korean sentences in daily non-Korean conversations. The worst fans of all are Jisoo fans. These fans are so obsessed with an idol or group to an unhealthy extent. They'll go as far as traveling everywhere their idols go, doing everything to be able to touch them, send them disturbing letters, or even break into their dorms. A person that is not a fan and despises a group are called anti-fans or antis. These are the most toxic people in the industry. They will basically go online to shame or bully idols, just because they don't like them. Most fandoms have light sticks. They bring these to concerts to show that they support that idol. Some light sticks are attached to apps, so they can change colors. Some widely used terms used by fans are for example a bias, which is basically your favorite member in a group. It is normal for fans to have a bias and they will often show a lot of love and support to these idols. Or bias wrecker. This member is the member that is very close to being your bias. Terms like ultimate bias are used by mainly multi-fans. An ultimate bias, aka an ult, is your favorite bias out of all biases from different groups. Next to an ultimate bias, multi-fans also have ultimate groups. An ultimate group is for a multi-fan their very favorite group, out of all the groups they stan. Now I will discuss some more serious topics and the dark side of K-pop. On the surface, K-pop may seem as a pretty and happy industry when you debut, but this is far from true. There is a deeper, darker side of K-pop, where most fans lack education, simply because they don't know or don't want to know. However, it is very important to know about this, to understand your idols and support them better. I want to add that I had to give short summaries on each of these topics, in order for this video not to be too long, but there is a lot of additional information here on YouTube and other sites. Also, I am a fan. I have never been in this industry, so I don't know what happens behind closed doors. Everything stated in this part is from sources from inside the industry. Let's start with the impossible living conditions. As I stated in the previous video, many idols live together in dorms. These dorms are very small and do not contain the living space and individual needs. As soon as an idol makes good money, they immediately move out. The big problem is that most idols hardly make any money and are even in debts. Debuting and having comebacks is very expensive, and so is training. All idols and trainees have to pay back what the company has lost in funding for the group. They first have to pay off their debts in order to get paid. At the beginning of their careers, many idols don't have any money, because they first need to pay off their debts. They can either find a job, ask for money from their families, or even loan from the bank. The costs these idols get are based on their contracts. These contracts are signed by trainees and last for about 5 to 7 years. The problem with these contracts is that trainees are very excited, while the contract is very serious. Also, as Subini said in one of her videos, many foreigners and Koreans have trouble understanding the content in the contract, since they use a weird and very formal language, using words not known to the main public. These people can accidentally sign their life for basic human rights away. In these contracts are also statements about profit divisions. This is basically the amount the company gets and the amount the artist gets based on these percentages and the profit. So, say the division is 30% for the artist and 70% for the company, and the group makes 20,000, then the company will get 14,000 and the artist 6,000. The profit of the artist still has to be divided over the members. These distributions can differ per company and per type of profit. So for example, for an event, the division in Big Hit Entertainment is 50% for the artist and 50% for the company, but for overseas promotions, the artist gets 70% and the company 30%. But this is very different for example, JYP Entertainment. Sometimes when a group doesn't make enough money, the company will decide to exploit the members by over-sexualizing them, despite the members being uncomfortable with this. This is especially the case with girl groups. Idols are also expected to live up to impossible standards. Some idols are even forced to get plastic surgery. In addition to this, idols will go through extreme diets to reach the body expectation. These diets can include eating one meal each day, eating only what fits into cups, or not eating at all. These diets all contain less than 200 calories, which varies a lot from the recommended 2,000 calories. This is basically starving yourself. This is especially dangerous because of the heavy idol lifestyle. These diets and exhaustion from extreme promotions causes idols to be very tired, going as far as fainting on stage and their mental health decreasing. Although this is a common thing in K-pop, not a lot of companies are doing anything about this. There's not much access to therapy and breaks. Fortunately, it is occurring more and more that artists are halting their promotions to focus on their mental health. Another reason for declining mental health is social media. All idols and artists get hate, and some more than others. Even though this is a common phenomenon for many idols, some idols take it better than others. Netizens always have comments on everything idols do, whether this is positive or negative. These hate comments can get very extreme, and in a few cases, it costed idols their lives. The last topic I want to touch on is managers. All K-pop artists have managers. They have to make sure idols follow their schedules and are on time. Some groups are very close with their managers, but other managers are very abusing. They'll for example hit fans at airports. A lot of car accidents also occur, because of the rush and hurry these managers have to be on time. All this is of course a small portion of what really goes on behind the scenes. But since many of us have never been in this industry, and never will be, not everything behind closed doors is known to the public, so please keep that in mind. Often used terms. To round this video up, here are some terms that are used by K-pop fans that aren't discussed yet in this video. Aegyo. Aegyo is acting cute or younger to entertain fans. Some people find Aegyo very cringe, while others love it. Here are some examples of Aegyo.
좋아하는 사람이 생겨서 혼자 끙끙 앓다가 죽어버릴 것만.
Debak. Debak means something like cool, and is expressed when idols are impressed by someone or something. Hwaiting. Hwaiting, also pronounced as fighting, is a Korean way of saying break a leg, used to wish someone success for their performance. Fan chant. A fan chant is basically what it says. It is a way fans can scream at music shows, for example, to show their support for the group. Groups will provide guides, so fans can learn the fan chant. Here is an example. Subunit. A subunit is when only a few members of a group produce a song together, while the others aren't included in it. Comeback. Mukbang. A mukbang is basically when an idol records themselves eating while talking to the fans or camera. Black ocean. Black oceans don't happen very often, but it occurs when fans want to show dissatisfaction with a group or their performance. An example of this is when SNSD got a black ocean after a fan war between their fans and other groups' fans. This was all for this video. Not every aspect of K-pop could be included in this video, so I apologize for that, but if you have any questions or remarks, don't be afraid to comment them. I hope I was able to educate you guys. I hope you all stay healthy and happy. Bye.